Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. It is breakfast with the boys. We are out Chris Mancuso today, but I will be your host today, Jack Gotzel. I am joined as always by Guacamole Jay, and
In
we
the
are
house.
ready to get into it. How you feeling, Jay?
Feel good. I'm pretty tired, but I'm waking up, and I'm gonna wake up the more we start talking.
Absolutely. And I think we should tackle the biggest hot button issue in entertainment or whatever you want to call it right now, which is the royal family. Meghan Markle had a sit down with Oprah and Prince Henry as well. What were your thoughts on that, Jay? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. My girlfriend gave me a recap,
Well, there you
and I don't
go.
really know too much about them either. I just know that Meghan Markle and her husband, I don't even remember his name, left the royal family because they didn't say why. They had their kid, and basically the recap I got from my perspective was they left because the royal family's a racist. Surprise, surprise. Um, and that was one of the biggest reasons they didn't want to give a title to their son or something like that. Um, I don't know if you read this, but apparently Meghan Markle's husband's like fourth in line to be the next king or something like that.
Yeah, he's pretty down there. Like he's
He's
not. Yeah, he's not up
yeah,
high to be the next
yeah,
king or whatever.
yeah. So my only take is, as far as I know, the royal family's racist, which I kind of would have assumed automatically.
Yeah, I mean, the history has not really been on the royal family's side too
No,
often. And my thoughts are, well, yes, first and foremost, the most important thing is that Prince Charles is a racist
hmm
and that was pretty fucked up of him to like even ask like, well, what's the color of the kid's skin going to be? But also on the other side, if you're Meghan Markle, how could you think that they're going to let the kid have like a title and be a part of the royal family when you left the royal family? Like, what do you expect? You left, your kid's not going to get a title, like now you want him to have a title. Well, then maybe don't leave the royal family. I don't know.
so
But I
you
mean,
think they're kind of racist because she left the royal family and now they're like going to throw all these shuns because of that?
well, I mean, you can't leave the royal family and expect your kid to still be a part of the royal family if you're not going to be a part of the royal family. Like, what do you expect is going to happen?
She definitely left because of that, because someone said something drastic. I mean, who wouldn't want to be part of the royal family if everything was hunky dory?
Well, it seems like she didn't want to be a part of the royal family the second she walked through the door. She said that she hadn't done any like research on them and didn't know how to curtsy, which is totally bullshit. There's no fucking way that she didn't do any research on the royal family and didn't know all of the stuff. She was complaining since the day she walked into that door. And I mean, obviously, Prince Henry is like, walking on pins and needles when she says that she doesn't like how the media is treating her because of what happened to his mom, which is completely understandable. But also,
Mhm.
is she using that a little bit? I don't know. It's tough. I don't know everything about it, but the
Yeah.
way her demeanor was towards the interview and all that, it seemed something seems a little off about her for sure.
Oh,
I don't think
probably.
there is a good guy in here. I think they're both idiots. I think the royal
No.
family's dumb and racist, and I think she's kind of a little prima donna.
Yeah, no, it's a scene from The Office where it's Michael Scott, Andy, and Dwight Schrute all holding the guns at each other.
Yeah.
There's got to be something along the lines in there. So I agree. It wasn't all, peaches, I guess would be the
No,
word.
for certainly not. And to move on to a another situation where someone was kind of an idiot. Did you see Burger King's tweet?
Idiot.
Yeah, so here they're trying to do something good, and I get it. And I'm not
That's
mad at
funny.
the person who came up with like the slogan because they obviously had it with like good intentions. Like you see, like women belong in sports, like women this.
Yep.
However,
International
they were
Women's
doing it
Day.
towards
Also,
chefs.
shout out.
So they said women belong in the kitchen for International Women's
Uh,
Day. And they totally meant it with good intentions. Like they meant it like women are like okay to be chefs too, like because apparently only like 20% of chefs are women. So they were trying to
yeah.
support that. How did that go through like the social media, like editors, like that had to go through multiple people before they actually put that out there. So those are the
That's
people I'm mad at. The person that came up with it had good intentions and just made a huge mistake. There are multiple people that had to
it's
look at that before that got
it's
sent
just
out.
wrongly timed jokes. That's what it was. I mean, obviously, for me, it was funny. I understand the movements and everything behind it, but it's like you read that, and in every single person's mind, you just go, ooh, you
Exactly.
know?
Like it totally missed the mark. It was like, oh
But
no.
I think I saw the tweet. It was at like 1 a.m. or something like that. So not only did the people approve it, but they approved it early morning, and then to quickly fire off the next tweet saying that it's all just for empowering female employees because, like you said, the 20% woman in the chef workforce.
Yeah.
It's like such a hot take and such a quick recovery by Burger King. Swing and a miss. I
I
mean,
don't think the recovery was good enough.
I'm surprised it's not more talked about now than it already is. Because, like I said, that's just swing and a miss. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, I saw that right when they tweeted it out, and like I saw some of the reactions right off the hop. And the funniest one I saw was one girl on Twitter was like, "I actually am not super upset because I see that they're coming from the right place, but woof."
Yeah,
And
it could have
that's
been worded
exactly
a
yeah,
little better, or you could have said that and then said something along the lines in that tweet instead of just having that one tweet.
yeah. And speaking of people saying stupid shit,
Badly timed things.
an NBA player used a racial slur on Twitch. I think he plays for the Miami Heat.
Yeah, Myers Leonard.
Yeah, Myers Leonard used a racial slur on Twitch. You have any thoughts on that?
So that, I mean, Myers Leonard is an idiot. This is the same exact guy that when the Black Lives Matter movement was going on during the NBA playoffs, he refused to kneel. He said, nope, my brother's in the military. Everyone else on the team kneeled, and he's the only one that stood. Now, a couple months later, he's firing off racial slurs on his Twitch stream. The guy's an idiot, and he's going to be looked at upon all the whole NBA community now for being racist or anything like that. What are your thoughts? I know you're not the biggest basketball guy.
I'm not the biggest basketball guy, and I don't really care about the who stands and kneels for the national anthem. Honestly, they at this point, like they should just get rid of the national anthem so nobody can make like a stupid political statement in it.
Yep.
Stick sports to sports here.
Hmm.
But like the racial slur or anti-Semitic really is what it was. It wasn't really a racial slur. That isn't something that people normally say. Like I haven't heard that word in so long. Like
Yeah, that's probably the last word I would ever think of if I was in the middle of a war zone battle.
exactly, yeah. Like so he must use that term quite a bit, I would assume. I would
Yep.
assume that's a part of his regular vocabulary. So that is pretty fucked up.
Also, swing it back to what you said. Why do you think the national anthem, and this is totally not looking into anything, why do you think the national anthem is played before every single sporting event ever?
I mean,
It's like
it is kind of
I don't wake up and go to work, and before I go to work, I listen to the national anthem standing up, like proud to. I mean, I'm proud to be an American, but I don't do that. So what's the point for this? They're all going to work.
legit. Yeah, we used to do the Pledge of Allegiance in school, but like
Yeah,
I
and
don't know
even that,
why adults
even
need
that,
to
I'd
listen
sit
to
there
that
and
song.
I would sit there, stand at the flag, and I would just mouth the words.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know why they're having adults do that when they're going to their jobs. It does seem like kind of a stupid practice. And I mean, I get it. Pay like respect to the military. They should do it on like certain like
Yeah,
games, maybe. Like,
the military games that they do.
yeah, like sure. Give
Yeah.
us the national anthem for those, but not every single game of the season.
No,
It is
and it's
pretty
nothing
dumb.
bashful against being American. It's just there's no point. There's no
Oh,
need.
100%. There is no point. It is a stupid thing when you really think about it. And I'm sure we'll get heat from both sides over
Yeah,
saying that, but
bring it on. Whatever.
yeah.
Everyone has their own opinions, and that's the fun thing. But speaking about opinions, what do you think about Johnny Damon and his DUI excuse?
Oh, so you actually were the one that told me what he actually blew. He blew a point two.
Yeah,
The legal limit is 0.08. And I mean, you can see in the video, him and his
cocked.
wife are just plastered. He
Yeah,
wrestles with the cop. He actually takes out the body camera. Like that's how like aggressive he got. And he's telling him like, "Blue lives matter. We're in support of Blue Lives Matter." And then he's like, "Everyone's just trying to come after me because I'm a Trump supporter." It's like, no, dude, you're driving point two.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. You're driving cockeyed, and apparently too. I read when he got pulled over, the cop said, "Sir, have you been drinking tonight?" Damon just looks at him and goes, "Just a little bit." I mean, what the fuck? What an idiot.
That's classic. Just a teensy bit.
Yeah, I mean, I do that, then wrestle the cop. I mean, I I don't like Damon. I liked him when he was a Red Sox, obviously, but then to screw us and go to the Yanks, um, I don't know. He hasn't been relevant to my life since '04.
I know. I mean, I forgot like Johnny Damon even existed. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure he stunk with the Yankees too.
especially after he cut all his luscious locks off too.
Right? Yeah, and he had all this personality with the Red Sox, goes to the
Yeah,
Yankees, shaves his head,
yeah,
bats
who
like like I mean, his alcohol percentage might have been higher than his batting average with the Yankees.
Red Sox to Yankees probably don't have the biggest track record because you got Damon went from the Sox to Yanks sucked. Ellsbury, Sox to Yanks sucked. I mean, I don't want Babe Ruth. That's an exception.
I also
And
saw Barstool rank Jacoby Ellsbury's Yankee jersey as like a top 10 Darty jersey.
I saw that. What the
What?
fuck?
Where
Since
did
when?
that come from? That's awful. That's an awful Darty jersey.
I've probably seen
It's
one.
horrible.
Yeah, I've probably seen one of those in my life. What are your top Darty jerseys?
Well, I mean, I went to Alabama, so
Yeah,
like I know my worst Darty jersey is the Forrest Gump. Everyone thinks they're so original at Alabama when they show up to the Darty with a Forrest Gump
that's sick.
jersey, and it's like go stand over there with the 80 other Forrest Gumps.
Yep.
That one's
I mean,
horrible, but I do like the Tracy McGrady. I think that was on the list.
sick.
That is a classic.
It should be for certain locations because if you come to Boston, like, what do you think the top? They're going to be a
Well,
34
Tracy
Paul
McGrady's
Pierce.
good everywhere. Chad
Yeah,
Ochocinco is a good one
Ochocinco's a good
everywhere.
one. But like I
Um,
said, I'm going to talk Boston only because I haven't really traveled outside of Boston too much or New England. You got Paul Pierce 34. You got Kevin
oh,
Garnett 5. Those are rocked. You got TB 12. You obviously got Big Poppy. I would
dude,
say those are the top
don't put
ones.
Paul Pierce in that conversation.
Paul Pierce is the goat, man.
Paul
He
Pierce is a
he got
faker.
stabbed. He got stabbed. He's a NBA playoff champion. He's an NBA playoff MVP.
He got taken off of a wheelchair because he like got a freaking leg cramp. He's a big baby. He's a
I
disgrace to Boston.
I
I
don't know
hope he
what
gets.
happened.
Apparently, he might go to the Hall of Fame. I hope he goes to
Yeah,
the Hall of Fame as
yeah.
a Brooklyn Net. I want
No.
him having no association with Boston.
That's also, by the way, side note before I start yelling at you, the Brooklyn Net Paul Pierce jersey is fire. Just want to throw that in there. But Paul Pierce is a legend in Boston sports. At one time, you had Paul Pierce, Zdeno Chara, Tom Brady, and Big Poppy, and those were
Don't
the
you
big four
speak Paul
names.
Pierce's name with those legends.
Paul Pierce is one of the goats for Celtics. Obviously, he's in the rafters for a reason,
Larry Bird's
and
a go to the Celtics. Kevin
and
Garnett's.
he's in
Ray
the
Allen.
finals. Ray Allen can screw off. You're a
No,
traitor.
screw you.
No, thank you for your time in Boston, but you're a traitor, and for that, screw off.
Ray
Jacoby
Allen for
Ellsbury, Johnny
three.
Damon. Paul Pierce is right now. He's in the final conversation for Hall of Fame. Well deserved, great career. I talked to my dad the other day. He said young Paul Pierce is one of the best players he's ever seen play. Obviously up there, Larry Bird's number one, and Tatum's in that category too right now. But Paul Pierce is awesome, and you can't say he's not. He's not the most
Baby,
athletic, but
coward,
he's smart,
disgrace, bird,
shoots.
pigeon. Paul Pierce.
Yeah. Let's agree to disagree.
I definitely agree to disagree. You have every right to be wrong, and you want to know what else is wrong? In my opinion, Joe Biden's dog being kicked out of the White House. I think that's screwed up.
See, I don't have the best take on this because I've never had a dog. The only dogs I've ever owned is through you. So from my understanding, what happened was Biden brought his dogs into the White House and they hurt someone and now they're banned. Is that
I
right?
guess it like it like tried to bite someone or something. All right, you're taking a German Shepherd that's been in a normal house, and now you're taking him into the White House, and there's all these people everywhere. Like he's gonna be all frazzled. Give the dog some time. Maybe don't overwhelm him and crowd him. Also, you're in the White House. You can't find a giant ass room with like a little doggy door and build a little fence so that way he's not around all these people. Like, come on, figure it out. You don't have to banish the dog back to Delaware where he can't be with his mom and his dad. That's screwed up. Dog lives matter too. So I
Do you
think
think the White House gives dog food or Joe Biden still has to buy the dog food for his dogs? And also, do you think that the dog gets doggy Sundays through the White House's kitchen?
he should.
I
Or
mean,
at least like
I,
they gotta stock that thing with some frosty paws at least.
yeah, I don't know why my mind goes there right away. That's the first thing I think of.
That's it.
Maybe food's on my mind because of Chipotle.
Oh, you're gonna talk about this, aren't you?
Yes. So, all my Chipotle lovers, coming to the online menu finally is the quesadilla. Previously, you could only order it in the store, but now we can get it on the app. I don't know when, but I'm pumped. I fucking love quesadillas. How can you go wrong with just tortilla and cheese?
I actually normally do get the quesadilla when I go to
Fire.
Chipotle. Not a big burrito fan, so I usually do go. I like making my own burrito. If I'm gonna make a burrito, I want to make it myself.
Yeah, but you also worked as a chef in restaurants, so you know how to do that, kind of.
I mean, yeah, I can cook. I'm a pretty good cook, so I do
Yeah,
make my own burrito, and it's way better than
yeah.
any of those places.
So me, I'll stick with my burrito bowl. I'll stick with my quesadilla. Thank you, Chipotle. It's about damn time. That's my
Well,
rant of the day.
that. I wasn't ready for that. But did you see the Keeping Up with the Kardashians? I believe it was. It was like a preview for
Mm.
like their new season or whatever. And did you see what Kim K's
Kim Kim.
comments on Kanye?
Yeah, she was crying or something like that, saying she feels like a loser. What? All I want to say is boo freaking who. It's like obviously the spotlight's gonna be on you. Everything that's gonna happen. I have no remorse for Kim K. I don't
No,
give a
I don't
shit.
care at all. This is like her 200th divorce. Like I think
Yep.
Kanye like might have been like the 200th customer and being divorced
It,
by Kim K. Maybe he
it's
gets a prize.
it's one thing if you divorce freaking Chris Humphries, who's a no name. It's another thing if you divorce Yeezus, who's in the fucking conversation for just about everything. He jokes about running for the presidential campaign. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he still does in
Well,
what is it,
that went
2024?
really bad. He probably shouldn't again.
Nah, I'm telling you, I talked about this in one of the last episodes, but his Joe Rogan podcast, uh, Kanye's smart. I think Kanye is fucking crazy, but he's smart.
I also just realized you're wearing a Seattle Bitch Pigeons hat.
You saw that? Isn't it
Or
fire?
Rain City Bitch Pigeons. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is pretty
So,
fire, though.
fun fact, I got shit faced on Saturday. Totally forgot that I ordered this, and it came in the mail today. It
Oh,
was
so it
one of
was
the
like a
best.
surprise?
It was a surprise. I'm like, I pick up the package. I'm like, what the fuck did I get from Amazon today? And I was pumped.
That's actually a pretty sweet hat. And now I kind of want one.
Yeah.
So
I'll
I'm
send you
actually
the
pretty
link.
jealous. I like the colors, too.
I also checked my email. I also bought a Marshy and Miller sweatshirt and hat, whatever what's it called,
The
Miller Co.
Marchy Milko?
Marshy Milko. Yeah, so I'll be wearing that in one of the future pods too.
Bang. And to cap it off, we like to sandwich the two biggest stories. So we already got the royal family out of the way. Now the next big one, which is Pepe Le Pew, canceled. The cancel culture strikes again.
Fuck cancel culture. I say it. I said it last week. I think I said it one of the other times before, but fuck it. The real reason behind this, and I don't know how much you looked into it, but it's because they thought Pepe Le Pew normalized rape culture.
Yes, I
So
saw that.
my perspective from this is it's a fucking cartoon. It's a joke. I personally never took anything too serious of it, but from what I read was it helped teach boys that no didn't mean no, that it was a part of the game. Lock the doors, be all over someone, blah blah blah. Like I said, fuck it. It's not intentional. It's not supposed to be real. You can
No.
watch fucking anything. It's like, what are they going to take out Jason? Are they going to take out Friday the 13th? Are they going to take out every scary movie ever?
Normalizes
Because
serial killing.
yeah, normalize serial killing. Like, what the fuck's going to be next?
It's awful. It's a slippery slope. It's stupid. And then I saw that like Space Jam 2 apparently had a scene where like LeBron talks to
Talks to
Pepe
him.
Le Pew about like rape culture and like how
Shut
he
the
can't be doing
fuck
that shit.
up.
Yeah, LeBron James that makes all his monies from Chinese sweatshops is going to give a fucking fake squirrel a moral lesson. Like, get the fuck out of
I
here.
wish Mullet Mancuso was here for this, man. He would have a field day with this topic. But on my topic of fuck cancel culture, and I said, what's next? Another one too, that Indian sunburns aren't going to be a thing. They're just called what? Arm sunburns. This is a joke. Italian sausages, they're probably going to go after that, and they'll just be normal sausages. Black coffee, just no longer black coffee. I just want my coffee regular. No cream, no sugar, and White Castle. They'll go after White Castle too. It'll just be called Hamburger Castle.
It's actually such a slippery slope, but I think that's all the time we have for breakfast. Please, in the future, don't have us talking about canceling fictional animals and characters. That shit is stupid. You can find me at Jack Gossell, JackGotsell. You can find us all at Tarps Off Sports. And Jay,
Yep.
where can they find you?
You can find me at Jay Guacamole, and you can catch me eating a quesadilla, side of guacamole, at breakfast time.
Bang, guacamole, Jay, out.